Hi, welcome to this video. Today it's 24th of the 7th and this is my forecast for the week ahead. Last week we discussed dollar yen and we were saying that could be the joker in the pack this week, and it proved to be. By joker in the pack I mean it's going to do basically what most investors do not expect. Last week I was saying that everyone was saying the dollar is going to go and push through 100 on the yen, nothing to stop it, it's inevitable. You know, all these guys on CNBC and any news channel you care to mention were saying this. But when you looked at the chart, you know, we were up near 100, we were overbought, we hadn't taken out the level, and volatility had dropped. So that was, you know, for us, a great selling opportunity. We've done a couple of swing trades short on it, and made a good few hundred pips on it. So we're quite happy with that. 98 is the key level, and this level of support must hold. We had a go actually trying to come in below 98 on Friday briefly, but had to cover it just above 98 because we didn't hold down beneath the level. But we'll be watching that level, you know, this week. You know, if 98 gives way, we're going to 96. If it holds, we'll probably go back up to test 100. This week I'm not so certain of where I think the yen is going to go. It could go either way, just have to see the price action. The one thing I would say though is that with the yen, the dollar basically just went up on it on the expectation that Japanese are going to be sending all their money abroad. Now we've got monetary easing there. And, you know, the figures show, if you look at the capital flows, Japanese actually haven't been exporting any capital really at all. They've been a net seller of foreign assets. So the outlook is kind of mixed with that pair at the moment. So it's 98 support and, you know, 100 resistance, and we need to see where we go. Euro, we've been saying the euro is a sell on the rallies, and you know it is. I mean, I don't really see the euro having any big strength from here. You know, key resistance is 132, and you know, nearby resistance is 131, which is the level to sell back to. 130 is support. If you want to get short the euro, I think a good way to get short is to go short on weakness down beneath 130. And, you know, if you get a good move down below that level next week, I think we'll follow through. Everything is bearish about Eurozone. And I think the market actually is complacent about the problems that Eurozone, you know, faces. You know, we've got, the economic numbers are terrible that are coming out. They have been for ages. And every time I read a newswire, it says it's a surprise when, you know, the PMIs are bad, or, you know, any number is bad. It's no surprise at all. You know, there's people on the net talking about Eurozone coming out of recession in the next few months. It won't be out of recession for years. And that's if the debt crisis doesn't boil over and actually end it in its current form. You know, you've got rising debts, you've got shrinking economies, you've got social upheavals. I mean, look at the elections in Italy. And if you look at unemployment, check out Spain, reported 27% unemployment, and the US thinks it's having a hard time. We don't see anything bullish about the euro long term. Interest rates will probably come down. That won't help in the long term, you know, stave off the debt crisis. You know, we are heading for a really, really big blow up in Eurozone. It's not going to be tomorrow, but it's going to be massive when the next bailout comes around. For now, I think, yes, question of selling the rallies or selling breaks of support. Don't have your stop too close. I keep saying this to people in my member centre. Yeah, Euro's got a lot of speculative interest in it, so it can be a little bit spiky, but keep your eye on the downtrend and look for selling opportunities. Aussie dollar. We've got the big breakdown in that, and we've tried to rally back a bit, and we've had two rallies, and they've both been hit by big selling days with a close near the low, and one of those came on Friday. And we're just out and out bearish, the Aussie dollar, and you know the level that we've got our eye on is 102, key weekly support. We're already short. If we break that level, we will load up on short Aussie. You know, everyone says, you know, the Aussie could benefit on yield, you know, with the Japanese money maybe needing a home. Same arguments used for the Kiwi. But as we said, you know, the Japanese haven't started exporting capital yet. And, you know, these currencies, you know, have been pushed up too far and now we've got commodity prices falling, and we've got China slowing, which is the major trading partner, and I think we've got a generally slowing global economy. This is going to put pressure on these currencies, and I see them going a lot lower. Again, focus on the long-term trend. British pound last week broke above 154. We don't have a trade here, and we don't really think there's potential on the upside. We don't want to sell it either until it gets back below 154. It's one of those things that the rally has been come through a key level of resistance. It's pushed up, hit stops. We need to see where it goes. US dollar, Canadian dollar were flat, but we're generally dollar bullish. Need strength above 102, I think, to get back long the dollar. What other currencies can we look at? We'll look at a couple of that I mentioned, I think, last week or the week before. Euro, Swedish krona. I was actually quite bearish of the euro on the Swedish krona. That was the dog of the week for me. The euro broke up through major resistance, and it had a spectacular spike up. It probably won't last. I'm looking for selling opportunities there. A contrary trade I really fancy is US dollar long Mexican peso. I've had 2 goes at this, 1 winner, 1 loser, and I want to have another go. And the reason is the dollar is at a bearish extreme on the Mexican peso, just like the dollar was on a bullish extreme on the yen last week. This one's a bearish extreme. I looked at the CFTC net traders, massive speculative long position in the peso. There's no real fundamental reason for the dollar to rally. Everyone says the peso is going to go on hitting the dollar and pushing it to new lows forever, which is the signal for possibly a dollar turnaround. And on the charts we can see that turnaround coming at the moment. We just need to break up through a level of resistance. Next week, I think it'll be much the same as this week. I think it'll be quite spiky. We remain generally US dollar bulls. And the reason for this is quite simply we think it's held up rather well, and we think we're coming into a bit more nervous environment now. China's slowing up, people are seeing that. Eurozone is coming back into focus and its problems. I think equities have become detached from the fundamentals. So you've got equities roaring up where economies are struggling. And we know this asset bubble is being created by central banks printing money, but it can't go on forever. We're dollar bulls. We're undecided on where that yen might go at the moment, but watch that key support level at 98 next week. So have a good week, and may the trends be with you. I'll catch you soon. Take care. Bye.